Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message and I want to talk to those of you who are on the abstinence and the celibacy walk, but you are not on this walk for the right reasons. You don't have the right motive behind why you're doing it, and you don't have the right spirit. The reason why I'm making this video message is because we live in an era now where what is trendy, what is trending, and what is popular, a lot of people want to jump on that bandwagon. But the danger of jumping on a bandwagon is when the situation or the climate shifts or changes, the person who jumped on it, they shift and they change with the climate and with the situation. I am here to tell all of you all that the life of a celibate man or woman, or the life or of an abstinent man or woman, is nothing to be played with. This walk is very serious, and it is a literal lifestyle that goes far beyond the internet. This is what I want to let you all know, because there are a lot of people, they will see a select group of people doing something, talking about something, or they are going in a particular direction, and they will feel like, you know what, I'm going to go in that direction. I'm going to do and say, act, dress, and think like that particular man or that particular woman, because I'm going to get the same amount of attention, I'm going to get the same amount of power, and I'm going to get the clout and the results that that man or that woman gets. Now, let me break some things down to you all, because I want to be very clear with this. I want you all to be inspired by those of us who are talking about being abstinent and celibate, because according to the word of God, for those of you who believe in God and for those of you who believe in the word of God, you know that God frowns on fornication. God frowns on many things, but we're talking about fornication. Anytime you are doing anything in the sexual immorality category, God is frowning on that. And so I am not in this video message to tell anybody to not be inspired or to not get excited about turning your life around for the better and coming out of sin. You indeed are supposed to be elevating and evolving and changing for the better. But so many people, they will want to hop in on this actual difficult lifestyle, and they do it because they just want attention, or they want to pull in more men or more women, and they turn their walk of abstinence or celibacy into an idol. I am here to tell you all, when you are not operating with the right spirit, and when you don't have the right motive and agenda for why you do certain things, you are not going to be successful at it the way that you think. I'm not saying you will never be successful at it, but more than likely you are going to keep finding yourself falling into sex. You are going to keep finding yourself backpedaling. You are going to keep finding yourself in positions where you are compromising your walk. And so what I'm telling you is that when you see someone who is living their life a certain type of way, or you see that they have set certain boundaries in their life, or you see that they are taking a certain stance on whatever it is, before you try to leap and jump to be at that person's level and do what they're doing, you better count the cost of what comes with whatever it is that person is taking a stance on. Whatever that person is taking a stance on, you can't be quick to envy that or say, I want to do what that person is doing, because you, sir or ma'am, don't have to deal with the results of the decision that that person is making for their everyday life. I have told you all before, and I'm going to actually say it again here. The walk of abstinence and the walk of celibacy comes with heavy rejection. I know a lot of celibate men and women are not telling you all this, but I've told you all this before. But just to jump ahead of you all so you don't have to dig into my video catalog, I'm going to tell you again that this walk of abstinence and celibacy is nothing to be played with, and in real life, it comes with rejection. You are not going to be that girl that a lot of men are asking out on dates. Initially, yes, when men see you and they think that you are attractive or you're cute or you have a nice personality or they believe that you're at the level they're at or you're going in a direction in life that they're going, oh, you'll have a ball. But the minute that the subject of sex comes up and you tell that man, ladies, I don't believe in having sex outside of marriage, that man is going to have a problem with you. And initially, if he does not have a problem with you, you're going to notice over time, if you're talking to him and if you're dating him, every time he tries to push up on you or he asks for a hug or he asks for a kiss and he really sees that you are serious about this walk, he's going to dwindle down in his communication with you. He's going to dwindle down in wanting to be around you and texting you and calling you. In actuality, he's going to find you to be irritating. So I'm just going to throw that out there to let you all know that this is a very real thing. This is why you cannot look, ladies, those of you who do this, you cannot look at a woman and start to be jealous or envious because of that sister's walk, because you've seen her promoting abstinence and celibacy. You can't just say, oh, I want to be where she's at. I want to get the clout that she gets. I want to get the power she has or that you think she has. I want to get the attention she has. You cannot idolize this walk, because every single person that is on this walk for a different reason. Some people, I'm going to use myself as an example. From childhood, I always knew, like I told you all before, I knew from jump that God was against fornication. And so coming out of a marriage, when I filed for a divorce and I got divorced, I immediately knew that I was going to be in a dangerous place if I started having sex. I knew that that came with certain things, and I knew that it was going to be a problem. And so what I'm telling you all is that this is what you have to think about. You have to think about the rejection. You have to think about the fact that you're not going to be asked out by a lot of men, ladies, and fellas. This goes for you too, because I know numerous men who, well, I take that back. I don't know numerous men, but I know a few men here and there. They are on the walk of celibacy or abstinence, and women reject them. Women accuse them of being a homosexual. Women get very angry because that man is not touching them, or because that man is not willing to be intimate, with them. It becomes a very big problem in their relationship. And so all I'm telling you all is that in this life that you live, when you take a stance on something and when you say that you want to make a decision to live your life a certain type of way, even if it's just living for God, period, you had better have the right spirit. You have better have the right motive and intentions behind why you are doing what it is that you are doing. Because when you do not have the right intention and when you do not have the right motive, you are going to find yourself in a world of trouble. I have run into so many women who they will feel like it's okay, just a badge of honor to take claim to being celibate or abstinent. And I already knew, just by the spirit, I knew that they were lying about that stance. I was able to discern that a couple of women I've come across, while out of their mouth they were saying that they're celibate, they really were not. And if they were not having full-blown sexual intercourse, they were doing a lot of sexual things. And so the Spirit will allow you to see those things. And so it's heartbreaking to me, and I take a high level of offense to people that play with this walk, because again, this walk is an actual lifestyle, and it goes further than the internet. See, on the internet, you'll see these trending and trendy and popular little cute topics that a lot of people are speaking out on. But in real life, when you cut that microphone off, and in real life, when you cut this camera off, and you got to live your everyday life, I'm talking about fighting through temptation, having bouts where you feel the spirit of lust is coming over you, when opportunities present itself where you can have sex, ladies, with a couple of men that you found attractive, and they find you attractive, and it's open space and opportunity, and you got to fight behind that because of your fear of the Lord, or because of the fear outside of God. Also, you have to look at what comes with fornication. It's not a guarantee when you fornicate and you have sex with somebody that they're going to stick around. It's not a guarantee that when you go out here and you have sex with someone that you're the only person they're having sex with. So now you're risking possibly getting your heart broken. There are some people, they have a clean-cut reputation, but when they hang with certain people, or they date certain people, or they've become intimate with certain people, it damages their credibility and it damages their reputation. And so all I'm saying is that in this video message, if you know that you are a man or woman, and you know that you really don't believe in the walk of abstinence or celibacy, or you know that you are not full-blown ready to cut off the world and cut off sex and count the cost that comes with this walk, don't you dare try to jump on a bandwagon of what you see other brothers and sisters fighting for and standing up for, because they want to have a real relationship with God, and because of the fact they have a real authentic fear of God, and they consider God's feelings on sexual immorality. That is what this video message is about. I want you all who are guilty of this to really think about this. Like I said, I want you all to be inspired. I want you to change. You should be inspired by different people who are walking upright, or who are trying to walk upright, and people who are trying to do the right thing, and they are trying to come out of mess and drama and confusion and sin. You should. But unfortunately, everybody, they don't have this type of mindset. A lot of people nowadays, they are just looking for clout. They're looking for attention. They are looking for clout, and they are looking for people to pat them on the back. But behind closed doors, it is a constant battle and struggle. I'm not saying that on the walk, when you really are serious about abstinence and celibacy and keeping your virginity, I'm not saying that you may not slip up. I'm not saying that you may not make a mistake, but I'm saying that some of you all from jump, you know deep in your heart, you really don't even believe in a walk of abstinence or celibacy. But you jump on it because you feel like the exact result that I see that woman getting or talking about, or the exact result that I see that man talking about, or the attention he's getting, I am going to get it. What God has for you is for you. And although you may see positive results that different men and women get who has this lifestyle, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the same results. It doesn't mean that. Because where people are inspired by me, and I've been talking about celibacy and abstinence for many, many years. But like I said, you got to count the cost, because this comes with a lot. It comes with a lot, and it's nothing to laugh at. It's nothing to play with. This lifestyle is no joke. It's no joke. Especially if you know that you are around people, it could be family members or whatever, and you know they're sexually active, but you have to be involved with them, or you have to be around them, whatever your situation is. All I'm saying is that the battle can become harder. So you definitely need to stay prayed up. And that is the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because there are some other things that I have to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have been offended by anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.